Early on Christmas Eve 2022, 35-year-old Sha'Kyra Aughtry, an environmental services manager in Buffalo, New York, started experiencing depression. Aughtry would not have her 3 sons at home for Christmas since she would not be able to pick them up after a record-breaking, devastating snowfall slammed the area. Her sons are aged 5, 6, and 13. Despite her personal melancholy, Aughtry had no idea that this Christmas would be one she would never forget because she would turn into a ray of hope and play a crucial part in a stranger's Christmas miracle. The storm woke Aughtry up around 6 in the morning, and he later heard someone calling for assistance. Gazing out her window, she noticed a man laboring in the snow without gloves on, with gusts gusting to 53 mph 85 kph and a low of 4 f15c. Later on, it was found that the guy, 64-year-old Joey White, lived in a group home a short distance from Aughtry's residence. Joey White has Asperger's syndrome, is on the autistic spectrum, and has the mental capacity of a 10-year-old. Ray Barker, White's boss, speculated that even though White had the day off, he might have felt compelled to report to work because he had been a custodian at the North Park Theatre for 40 years. He most certainly fled the group home for this reason, given the awful weather. But in doing so, White was overtaken by the storm, which knocked him down and rendered him unable to stand. After White was carried into the home by Aughtry's boyfriend, Trent Alls Jr., 33, Aughtry FaceTimed her cousin, a nurse, to ask for advice on how to treat White's frostbite. Unfortunately, White was in appalling shape from the blizzard. His hand, balled up from gripping a bag, was coated in ice balls, and his pants were frozen, his shoes literally frozen to his body. Even though Aughtry tried to tend to White, she was aware that he needed medical assistance from a specialist. Aughtry dialed 911, but the city was completely covered in snow, so it was difficult for emergency personnel to get to them. Fortunately, White was able to provide Aughtry the cell phone number of his sister Yvonne. From there, the two remained in contact and began calling 911 and the National Guard repeatedly in an attempt to get assistance for White. Although Aughtry was put on a list, however, nobody showed up. Aughtry's family managed to get her kids to a location where her boyfriend could take them home through the deep snow once the storm passed. But instead of spending Christmas with her family as she usually would have, Aughtry played movies for White, cleaned his washing, and prepared pancakes for him in the morning and pot roast and carrots for evening. White started having more and more discomfort by Christmas evening, and he started to lose and regain consciousness. In light of the emergency responders' lack of response, Aughtry publicly asked for assistance via Facebook Live. Doug Worthington, a former NFL player and native of Buffalo, as well as his brother-in-law Jason Keeper, replied to Aughtry's message. After navigating Keeper's truck to Aughtry's residence, they drove White to the Erie County Medical Center. White sadly lost 9 fingers and half of a thumb to 4th-degree frostbite, despite undergoing multiple surgeries to save his fingers. Even though White lost all of his fingers, one thing is certain. If Aughtry hadn't shown such courage and compassion, he would not still be alive today. Thank you for watching our story. Remember that no act of kindness is ever too small, and we can all make a difference in the lives of others. If you found this story inspiring, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming stories like this.